Welcome back to update number 2 on the Halvorsen build. We've got plenty in store today, so make sure you watch right till the very end. Cue the intro. Right, here I am up in the pointy end of the boat, and I just wanted to show you a few little things that's been going on. So we've got our clinker sides in here with our gloss panels, so we just sort of dry fitted those. They're still in primer, but they will be done in eggshell gloss. The deck head, just to repeat on this one, is going to be vinyl, not the same as the planking that we've done in the rest of the vessel, mainly because of the shape. You've got quite a big camber here, and the bow, sort of the flare of the bow, it just wasn't going to work. So we're doing this with vinyl paneling, hence why we've gone with the clinker in the eggshell on the sides. Then we've got nice stainless steel portholes to go in there too. So you can sort of see, we just set that in there today so you can see what's going on. On the top surface, just below the white clinker, is going to be corian. So there'll be a corian there with a fiddle. You can see that the silky oak has been glossed, same as the fore and aft bulkheads. Then we've got the two bunks. These are absolutely solid. We've had 100 kilo big people up on here. They don't bend, so we're happy with that. This is going to have padding on the bolsters, and again, just here that you're looking at, so that'll have a corian with a fiddle as well. Behind there is already finished too. You can see behind here it's all been glossed. We've got our lockers. This will all be tidied up with front runner and that quite shortly. These here, so this one here gets padded in the goat hide. There's a sample, so I've got the sample. You can see that's what we're going with. So it's quite a different texture. It's actually a goat hide rather than a leather. You can see how we put that with the silky oak, and then we've got the corian as well. So it's going to give it really nice. You can see a little bit of brown in there, which will pick up on that. So that's going to be padded and covered here, and we're going to do the same on the upper bunk as well. We were sort of humming and hawing about whether to do up here or not. Now but it's actually going to have a bigger pad here. But we've got to put a little bit more soft stuff in with all of the timber. We've got our stainless steel painted hatch door to go in there as well. So that's been made, so we're just going to do a dry fit with that as well. And that's sort of, you can see we've got PowerPoint receptacles and that, there's PowerPoint lights. More of it, there's more down in here, so you can see all that. So everything's got the protection on it, so we don't want to get anything damaged. That all gets done. All that's all done as well. So it's all cracking along. What we're going to do now, just follow me through. So we'll just go this way. Nobody actually told me what that hole's for yet. So go watch the damn video, tell me what that rectangular hole's for. And don't say it's for a porthole, the porthole's above it. So now, in the engine room here, we're in the process, we've got, if you want to go out and turn it around. So we've been doing a lot of electrical stuff. It's hard to show, to be honest, because it's just run everywhere. We've got our panels in now, we've got our chargers on the side there, and I'll get out of the way. You can see all the cable tray system that we've made up, so you can see that all below there. So that's where all the cabling's going to come through to, and we've got lots and lots of, this is all the DC stuff. You can see how big it is. That's 50mm square cable, 30mm. This will all be labelled obviously once we're finished, but this is just showing you what we've got. I think this one here has been wired in. I won't open it, it's all been shut up, but the wiring done all of it in behind this as well. So this is your AC distribution board. This will be the DC distribution board. There's still more circuit breakers and stuff to go into there. And I mean, as I said, can I do that on camera or not? Yeah, whatever. So anyway, so we've got that going on. So there's still a lot going on with this, because this is pretty much where it all goes to here, and then it gets distributed out through the vessel. So we are going to show you. So yeah, so this is how you sort of make up the back. So put all these lugs on and these plates. These are not bus bars. That's actually a cover plate. So we're going to cut these out of fiberglass. So I've got my template here, and go back to the workshop and cut those. We lay up a lot of sheets of fiberglass for that sort of reason. We do on a lot of boats. it's always handy to have a sheet of 5mm fiberglass sheets that we lay out, and you just slice it up for bits and pieces. All right, so as I said, so we've got all the wiring down there. Now we're going to go from here, we're going to go up. I'll show you, they've been tenting up the side of the vessel because we're doing the touch-ups on the tow rail, not the clear gloss part, but just the bit underneath. That's all ready to go. We're going to do a shoot on today's Thursday, so probably Saturday when nobody's around, and the weather's going to be better because we're supposed to have rain coming in again this afternoon, and this morning was 6 degrees, so it's winter in Australia basically. Well, it's another day, another tent. So what you're looking at the moment is boys are just prepping up all of the stuff that we don't want to paint. So they're masking around all the cleats, the windlass, the fair leads, all the teak capping there. And the reason for that, and you saw last week that some of this was in guide coat. I think I pointed it out. It looked a bit grey. So basically it was guide coated. It's all been sanded back. And the reason is, so we've gone and put all the teak capping and that on. There was a few little spots there where the teak, there was a gap between the side of the boat and the teak because it was all cut, and now we fixed it. So that's all been epoxy filled, and now it's just a case of, and it got primed, and now it's all going to get repainted. So it's not a massive job. We're going to do this on Saturday. As I said, it was 6 degrees this morning, so it's nice and toasty in here. You've got the heaters going. It's all ready to go. But you can sort of see again, you've got a nice gloss teak there, and yeah, once this is all finished, it's gonna pop. Just watch yourself on the cleats, old boy, when you're going back that way. All right. So we're going to shut the access off tomorrow afternoon, and which will be Friday afternoon here, and then we're going to start shooting on Saturday morning. Then basically we'll open the access up again. Just watch your step, and open the boat back up again Monday. But we'll let this. As the same as the flybridge, this will have to flash off for a few days, and then after about a week we'll strip everything down and start putting protection on again, and then we'll be back into the glossing of the teak tow rail again. We can't reuse the tent, it's all disposable plastic because you do get all the paint dust and shit on it, so you can't reuse it. We've got to strip it all away, get rid of it, and then make a new one once we're ready to go. You stay away from the stairs, please. Don't get worried about you walking around here. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go down to the owner's stateroom and the twin berth cabins and see what the boys have been doing down there. All right? Hey, Rudy.
How you going, Alan?
Good, thank you. It's getting to the point that we can't walk around inside the boat now without wearing sunglasses because it's getting so shiny. You just had a look now. So what the process is, we're through now to the finished primer. So that's, I mean, it looks sensational, but that's still not finished yet. We've still got the top coat to go on. So what's going to happen now is we're going to start fitting some of the cabinetry in, and then that'll get touched up as we go. So pretty much everything that goes in the boat or into the cabin now is already up to that same stage. So then it just needs a final gloss, and it's finished. We are going to put, as I've said many times, we'll start putting all the bits and pieces in. We haven't done the final gloss because the tolerances are so close together that you actually run the risk of getting it damaged. Plus also, if you do scratch something in the installation process, this is quite hard and it's got a bit of thickness on it. So mine, a little scuff here and there, we can actually polish it out. Whereas if we, it was all raw, well, then it's a lot more delicate, as you saw before we started painting everything. But it's really starting to get that nice, clear, hard gloss, glassy sort of finish. I mean, you can see the grain. Look at the grain; it's incredible. But it just feels so smooth like glass now. It's beautiful. Wow, 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 wow. Right, we're going to go through now to the owner's stateroom, and we'll probably take the piss out of something else down there. So there we go.
Oh, Alex.
Oh yeah.
These knots. Sorry, before you go. These knots here that are in this hard bit of solid.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to brush them out a little bit. They look a bit shit.
Oh yeah, the dark spot. Yeah.
Little tiny ones aren't too bad, but that big one looks a bit bad.
Yeah.
So we'll brush that in. Yeah. Probably brush that one in there. These ones aren't seen. Obviously, door frame goes over the top of it. So.
Yeah.
And we'll just have to do
beauty spots.
The characters there, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But those little knots are
it actually stands out, doesn't it? You don't see it anywhere else. Yeah.
A couple of little tiny ones, but that big one there, I reckon we get rid of.
Fuck, the grain just looks incredible.
Yeah.
It really looks good. Right. Now, we've got our deck head feature when we look up the top. So get you an idea. So that's where we've gone with it. So we've cut out the deck head. This is all secure. So this part here won't be removable. Some of the deck head panels will be. So that's ready. So then you can also see if you want to pan up this way. Yes, you need to be a shorty like me now. So this is the 4 panels. So that's going to be done in the goat hide as well, like I showed you in the earlier video up in the forward cabin. So that's all there. This will have the silky oak gloss around the outside. So that'll tie in and give us a little bit of a contrast there. You can see all of this in. So those ones there have got to be brought up to the finished primer as well, which they will be. You can see all of those sitting there. Really nice finish. So it's come out gorgeous. These are all in, that's all in. Rudy's doing the same on the other side there now, so that's all happening. And bathroom is in undercoat. Well, it's actually high building. Stick that back up again, that's done. It's fairly fresh. And get an idea of how it's all coming together. This is the last panel there, and we've got our gloss panel already in there as well. It's all looking sharp. Alright, we're going to go downstairs and run around the floor and see what's happening down there. Right, we're back down on the shop floor now. We showed you last week we were going through the cable master system and all that. So we actually had it all fitted up earlier in the week with the cable. So I think we've got a photo of that. We'll put that in. So this section here comes out of the deck and the owner's stateroom hanging locker, and then run through. So if you want to get a photo there, you'll see the setup inside there. So this is behind the cabinet. And if you run around to the front there, so you'll see that's where the outlet's going to come out. Then up here we've got a switch panel which will be the in and out for the cable master. We also have the remote for it as well, so you don't actually have to use the switch, but it is there. And the other one will be the key switch. We've got an electric sliding door for the salon, and there's like a lockout that you can have for it. So obviously when you leave the boat you can lock it and it doesn't work. So that's going to be in the cupboard here, and then we'll have a shelf in the top. That's going to be changed because that's going to go all the way through to the back. So in Australia, plugs and things are all a bit different, so we're going to have some adapters and things like that. And also in Australia, you can go to some marinas and there'll be a 3-pin plug, or there'll be a 5-pin, which is the increased 32 amps. So we need to have a couple of adapter plugs, and that's going to go in the cupboard here because that's where the power cord is and that's where you're going to need it. So that's sort of give you an idea. So we'll be back in about another week or two, right? And you'll see plenty more again. So look, we're going to conclude it there today, okay? Boys are just going to lunch. And firstly, we hope you enjoyed the video. Go and share it with all your friends, all right? We're very passionate about what we're doing, and we want everybody to know about it because the guys are doing a phenomenal job. And I think it just, does it justice. Go out there, tell everybody about how good a job that they're doing and that. And like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff, and we'll catch you again next week.